Hey, you, hey, Ohio. Welcome in. I'm going to get started here in just a sec. If you've never been here before, just I put four of them up there, and then we do choice. And if you want one, you just tell me one, two, three, or four, and then give me a few seconds to sort them between. And got a bunch here today. I'm probably the other day I tried to sort some out to see how many I could get done if I wasn't sitting here doing it this way, and I can move much, 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 much faster. So I think what I'm going to do is next Friday, um, have just a rock show with more rock type and not sorting through them. Um, since I haven't had much call for polka or gospel or anything, uh, but I think I'll do that next Friday night. I have a show scheduled, and I'll just bring a bunch of rock ones, and then I may do one for like R&B and soul and things like that. Um, yeah, I think that'll work better. Um, so if you're interested in rock ones, check my show next Friday. I'm putting together a cassette show. Um, I don't know when I'll have it ready. I got to find a happy medium of totally unprepared and sorting and being over prepared and having too much listed and pictured and taking all the time to do that and then have 10 people and only sell about 10% of the stuff that I have pictures taken of. Um, so I'm going to start doing like I normally do. And do 15 seconds like we do. Yeah. Brad Henson Cargill, Bing Crosby, Crosby Classics, and Boots Randolph Party Boots. Sheena Easton, you could have been with me. Sammy Davis Jr. at his Dynamite Greatest. Percy Faith, The Music of Christmas. And Vacation Sounds of Hawaii. Kealoha Kono. And those are running. So Cito Domingo with John Denver. No, she went to sleep. I haven't heard from her. I haven't seen her online. I think she's still sleeping. Simeon Nitty Orchestra, The Best of Broadway, Al Hurt, Have a Merry Little, and The King and I soundtrack. She's not going to be happy. She doesn't like driving at night. And I think it's supposed to start snowing at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's supposed to snow several inches, and then turn to freezing rain. And it's supposed to snow and rain for 2 days. She's probably ready to hibernate. She just got back from a week of jury duty, and then she's down there and she doesn't sleep very well at jury duty. Bobby Vinton, So in Love, The History of Country Music. Connie Smith, Love is the Look You're Looking For. And Jerry Lee Lewis, She Still Comes Around. The Dordchok, Second Time Around, Polkas and Waltzes. More polka, Strip Polka by Larry Chesky. Oh, more polkas. Frank Novak and Joan Baez hits, Greatest and Others. Those are running. Not yet. Were you in here when I said I was going to have a just a nothing but pretty much rock show next Friday? how how much more paid time off do you have? Air Supply, The One That You Love, New Riders, The Purple Sage, Gene Pitney, and Freddie Fender Tex-Mex. Oh man, is it a good boat, like a fishing boat, or is it like a bad boat, like a cruise ship or a fishing boat? Hmm. It sounds like my own personal hell with punk rock music playing. I have never been on one. They, they always seem like they'd be a floating prison surrounded by lots and lots and lots of people in a very confined space. But have fun. I have friends that go on them and they love them. They like people more than I do, I think. The Moody Blues. This is the Moody Blues. Larry Gatlin, Not Guilty. Stevie Wonder, Greatest Hits bootleg, and Buck Owens Show, Big in Vegas. she, she maybe she wiped the right person's butt wrong. Ohio, you just go in there and you say This is Trump world now. Stop being a snowflake and go back to work. Yeah, I'll keep the rock ones in here. I don't know how many I'm gonna bring up. We'll see. Can't you just claim it's that's just your like I don't know. That's how you just are mentally, and they need to accept that. Or then if they fire you, can they fire you if you're claiming it mental distress from work? The Four Seasons Helicon, the Mills Brothers 16 Great Performances, Cole and the Gang Greatest Hits, and Top Country Volume 15. Hey, Frank. So, who did you butt hurt? Was it a male coworker or a female coworker? And the male coworker tattled on you? Boys Town sings America. Roger Williams, Christmas Time. The Wonderful World of Christmas. And Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys. And there's a rhyme. Well, I just before I started this show, I got a message from eBay that that guy had filed a chargeback for his package that I shipped 7 months ago. There's Butterfly. Did you wake up, or did you just wake up? Oh, on eBay they can get their money back for any reason at any time. It's ridiculous. And it was actually they actually filed it with their credit card company. I think if it was filed with eBay, that would have been long enough that they would have just said too bad. I think 90 days is how long eBay gives them to file something. I don't know how long credit card companies have. I'm just gonna start buying shit and use it for about 11 months and then file a chargeback. Oh, well, thanks for letting me know, Butterfly. I was debating on whether I should call you and wake you up so you didn't have to drive in the dark. How far have you made it? Dionne Warwick, make it easy on yourself. Mills Brothers 50th anniversary. The Statler Brothers, Sons of the Motherland, and the history of the Righteous Brothers. Oh, I'm just waiting until Whatnot changes their policy and start siding with the buyers on everything. That was one of the big draws of this site when I started selling here was they made the buyers pay and they weren't able to just file frivolous chargebacks. Everything was as is, as shown. Billy Crash Credit Greatest Hits Volume 1. Country Music's Top 20, K-Tel Polka Party, Lionel Richie Record Club one from 1983. Yeah, that's running. Oh, and the thing is, I bend over backwards for people if they've got a complaint on my site or on eBay, but it's like 7 months. That's a little bit ridiculous. Like, they had a lot of time. Like, I don't even remember selling the thing. I mean, I sell so much shit between now and then and now that I mean, I have no idea. And tracking's only good for 120 days, so it's like tracking doesn't help. So where are you, butterfly? Red Fox passed the Apple Eye for adults only. First one's Unforgettable Compilation. Strauss Waltzes, woohoo. And the Lazy Bee Wranglers, Colorado, and it looks like it's autographed. And that's running. You're at Walmart in Clarion. I don't think so. Eggs and almond milk. That was dusty. Diana Ross, To Love Again. Country 45. I had all sorts of things flashing through my head, Ghost. Fog Hat Night Shift. Fog Hat Energized. And that's running. Yeah, what's for supper? It's not supper. And I saw someone agree with me on your show too. I'm look, I'm selling 8 tracks. I just sold one. Woohoo! Thanks, Upstate. She probably hasn't had tacos for 2 weeks, a week and a half. Which one do you want, Upstate? Am I taking you to Eaton Park? The Country 45s? Eaton Park? You don't have Eaton Parks out there? I thought that was like a national chain. They're like, I don't know. I don't know what's the equivalent of that. Like a Bob Evans or something? No. Oh, congratulations, Upstate. I didn't even notice. Now you have access to all those great savings at the silver awards level. 10% off your next $5 purchase, $5 plus purchase. So on the 8 track shows, you'll probably never get to use that. 20% off your next, oh, you're not gonna be able to use that shit in my 8-track shows because they never sell it high. Do you want me to take you to Eaton Park? You want to drive the whole way back here and then drive the whole way to where? Du Bois? Fiddle Hits, George Jones, the Golden Country Hits, Bill Haley and the Comets Rockin', and a Reader's Digest. Okay, if that's what you want to do. What time do they close? Eaton Park, Du Bois. Oh, they don't close till 11. We got lots of time. Eaton Park's a place with those smiley cookies. Oh, we don't have White Castles. I don't know where the closest White Castle would be. Pittsburgh? Oh, Richard Pryor, is it something I said? British Gold. KTEL County Line. And KTEL Spotlight. And that's running. Did you eat your White Castle supper already today, Ohio? How big a town do you live in? Samantha sang Emotion. Monty Hall in Search of Song bootleg. Perry Como bootleg. That's gonna fly. And Linda Ronstadt greatest hits. Like how many people? Like 50,000 people, or I can't remember the town name you live in, but I think I do, and I think there's a town with that name in Pennsylvania, right there by the border. Mario Lanza, the best of. Danny Davis and the Nashville Brass, the best of. Irving Berlin and Jimmy Dean's greatest hits. And that's right. Oh yeah, that's we don't have anything like that around here. The two towns that we would have to go to the restaurant that she's talking about, I think they've got like maybe 10. We'd have to go. We'd probably have to drive 2 hours to get to a town with 40,000 people or more. Engelbert Humperdinck. And I think the village we live in, well, let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's about 20 people total, I think. Engelbert Humperdinck sings for you. Glenn Miller, Parade of Hits. The Best of Eddie Arnold Volume 2 and Dawn's New Ragtime Follies with Tony Orlando. Hey, Kristen. What was your Valentine's Day meal, Kristen? Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, we'd have to go to Pittsburgh for one of those. Bert Camford, Spanish Eyes, Engelbert Humperdinck, A Time for Us, Fair and Young, This Little Girl of Mine, and Ray Conniff, Alone Again, Naturally. I haven't had anything. I had a few cookies before I started the show, so my tummy didn't grumble. Butterfly says we're going to Eaton Park. Oh, yeah? Invited guests or uninvited guests? Sensational 60s. Billy Muir, Around the World, Elvis, Burning Love, and K-Tel Superbad. I don't know. Kristen's entertaining people. York's going on a cruise ship. I think Ohio's eating White Castle burgers at home seems like the best option out of those ones. You're fun. Yeah, I'll bet. I do my best to avoid people. I don't think I've left. I don't think I've left my house in how long's it been, Butterfly? On 2 weeks now or something. Hey, Big Chill. Oh, I went to. It was. I left after Christmas. To. I went to get boxes at Dollar General a couple times. Baja Marimba Band, the Midnight String Quartet, Rhapsodies for Young Lovers, Elvis, Frankie, and Johnny, and Mantovani, Mr. Music. And that's running. A tribute to Tammy Wynette. Not the real Tammy Wynette, just somebody singing Tammy Wynette. Jim Croce, Life and Times. This is a fantastic tape, Volume 4. And A Very Merry Christmas, Volume 8. And that's running. Did Beyonce's husband really, who's her husband? Jay-Z? Did he really pay $20 million to buy downloads and stuff so she'd win album of the year. I saw mentions of it on Facebook, but I mean, it's Facebook. And I don't listen to her, and I don't even know who she's married to for sure. I assume Jay Z was correct since she said Jay Z. John Denver, Poems, Prayers, and Promises, There Is No Greater Love, The Enchanting Strings, James Taylor in the Pocket, and Lawrence Welk in concert. Did I say 20,000? 20 million. That's what I meant if I didn't say 20 million. But the people in my Facebook feed who somehow now are people that I do not agree with on anything. They're very upset about that and the Super Bowl halftime show. Very, very, very upset. And I don't know why I'm seeing all these posts. Teresa Brewer, I dig big band singers. 1983. That's probably part of the reason. Well, I usually only go to Facebook to post stuff for my site and business. But occasionally I'll roll the trackball down a little when I see it's open. It doesn't last very long because I get annoyed. Ernest Tubb, that one's from 1985. America Hearts and Jerry Lee Lewis, The Killer Rock Song. Hey, Rag. Yeah, Butterfly has funnies in her feed. Lately, I've been getting just hard, ultra right wing white nationalist stuff. And I have been getting some flat earth stuff. And for some reason, a lot of handyman posts about people pouring concrete and doing drywall and not drywall, concrete and electrical work. No idea why. On Facebook. I have no idea which one you're talking about, Ohio. I'll scroll back through so I can remember. Elvis bootleg, Barbara Mandrell and Lee Greenwood, 1984 record club one. The Oak Ridge Boys Seasons, and that's a 1985 record club one. And the Statler Brothers Today is a 1983 record club one. And that's running. How I've been getting them before that. Yeah, but I didn't get anything. I didn't see my I haven't seen my searches change and my Facebook change since I did that. I would much rather see architectural stuff than people praising Elon all day long. It used to be so nice. You just saw posts from people that you liked and followed and nothing else. Now it doesn't even show anything from groups that I'm a member of. It just shows all these suggested posts and I don't. Richard Clayderman from Paris with Love, Don Williams, The Best Of, Alabama, The Closest You Get, and Harry James, Siri Buren. And that's running. I never log in to my personal account. I don't know what's going on over there. Thank you. Upstate. Okay. Now you're gonna check, see what's on the supposed to show her. Oh, yeah, okay. That looks like something she may have seen. I don't know. Deborah Allen, 1984 Record Club one. Let Me Be the First. Karen Brooks, Heart of Fire, 1984. Robert Goulet, Close to You. And Pavarotti, favorite Neapolitan love songs from 85. I never see her do anything. I don't I hear her sing. I know she's usually on when I'm packaging. I gotta try to glance at the screen every once in a while to see what kind of crowd she's making. Kenny Rogers, we've got tonight. Kenny Rogers, What About Me? These are all record gold ones. Kenny Rogers duets. And The Heart of the Matter. For Kenny Rogers. You gotta find the perfect balance of volume so I can listen to her and NPR at the same time. Pavarotti, Matinata, something, I don't know. Kenny Rogers, Short Stories. BJ Thomas, Greatest Hits, Volume 2. And Merle Haggard, The Fight Inside of Me. That's right. And then I usually have to run over when she starts laughing hysterically, I have to run over to the phone and see what somebody said that made her laugh like that. Bat Mom seems to be pretty amusing. Johnny Cash. Now, there was a song. Kenny Rogers, they don't make them like they used to. I heard that. Eddie Rabbit, Rabbit Tracks, and Kenny Rogers, Love Is What We Make It. Holy shit, he was putting out like 2 albums a year, wasn't he? Patsy Cline, her legendary recordings. Jim Stafford. Tom Jones, She's a Lady. And Ray Price, Another Bridge to Burn. He's still at Walmart, dear. Are the shelves like bare, like they are every time it's supposed to snow a couple inches? Well, I don't think we need groceries. You just got a bunch before you left, and I didn't need anything but leftovers. Didn't you? We shouldn't need too much anyway. Marty Robbins, Golden Memories, The Letterman, Love Is, Roger Whittaker, Take a Little, Give a Little, and the Oak Ridge Boys, Where the Fast Lane Ends. Well, we might need salad. I don't know. I think that's all I had was leftovers. I, I said she got so many of those. They give you so much at that Mexican restaurant. I gorged myself on tacos for the past 2 days. Linda Ronstadt, Living in the USA. Janice Ian, Between the Lines. Peter Duchin, Dance with Peter Duchin, or whatever his name is. And Marty Robbins' Best Love Hits. And that's running. What's that? Just because I don't like to leave the house. Oh, I like going places with butterfly. But I would rather stay home with butterfly. Paul Anka, Walk a Fine Line. Tommy soundtrack. Super hits. And Roger Whittaker, The Genius of Love. I got another one of those ads in the mail the other day, Butterfly, for those meals that come that you just stick in the oven that the UPS man brings. Never heard of that. I've tried a few of them before, and all of them are good. It's just I don't know. Jim Croce, Life and Times, Allman Brothers, Win, Lose or Draw, Dire Straits, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer Works. And those are right. The ones I've tried there, they you didn't get a choice of vegetable, and it was like half the time the vegetables were something I didn't want to eat. Broccoli is popular, apparently. Yes, dear, only half the time. Hank Williams Jr., Bocephus. Um, Eddie Kikuva, Hawaii's Golden Voice. Apparently, it's autographed. George Harrison, self titled. And Neil Young, After the Gold Rush. And those are right. If I could convince Butterfly that she needs to be an Amish driver, we could have all sorts of Amish food. My mom likes to drive the Amish around. Well, her one Amish friend, and sometimes the Amish lady next to her house. But driving them around every once in a while, they end up getting all sorts of stuff made for them. The Everly Brothers wake up again. Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young so far. Boots, Boots Randolph, Hip Boots, and Michael Murphy. Swans Against the Sun. And these are 4 tracks. There's a few of them here in this box. The Letterman, the Hit Sounds, and the Letterman, whatever album that is. Put Your Head on My Shoulder. Dave Dudley's Greatest Hits. And the Everly Brothers Roots. Steppenwolf. Manfred Mann, The Mighty Quinn. And Jimi Hendrix Experience, Electric Ladyland. And that's right. Yes, he can. I don't know, butterfly. Is it on sale because it's the middle of winter? Thank you. You want to die? Okay, it's running again. You you want this Steppenwolf? Okay. Thank you, York. Loretta Lynn. I remember Patsy. The Wonderful World of Andy Williams. I don't know how much that is. That for a gallon? And Songs for the Children's Hour. And that's right. Billy Joel, Piano Man. I know. Kenny Rogers, 10 Years of Gold. Neil Diamond, You Don't Bring Me Flowers. And the Boston Pops, Play the Carpenter's Songbook. And those are running. I don't care, dear. Whatever you think. What do you probably, unless you're gonna, I mean, how much do you think it's gonna take to do all this? I don't even know how you calculate something like that. Oh dear, how would you do that? That's a ton of sanding. You'll be sore. Oh, you'll still be sore. I get sore walking up them. Roger Whittaker, all time favorites. Neil Diamond, a jazz singer. Dick Clark, 20 years of rock and roll. And Neil Diamond, early classics. I have no idea, Butterfly. don't know, with all the posts and the railings and stuff, and I don't know, 500, 700. I don't know. Billy Joel, 52nd Street, stars on Long Play, Kenny Rogers, Love or Something Like It, and Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson, Star is Born. Oh, I'm sure they sold at 5 gallon buckets at the I don't know, at the lumberyard stores. Ray Conniff TV theme from SWAT and other TV themes. Chris Christopherson, The Silver Tongued Devil and I. Diana Ross, At Evening with Diana Ross. I have no idea. Butterfly. Disco Party. Yeah, that's right. A lot of times there's a reason stuff's cheaper at Walmart. If you're just going to use clear, there's probably a couple. I don't know what you're. I don't know what do you. I don't know what this stuff is. I mean, there's a couple gallons of polyurethane here, but I don't know if that's what you're planning on using or. I don't know nothing about it. Obviously, I didn't do it. I don't know. Thompson's Water Seal 5 gallon bucket. Santana bootleg. Barbara Streisand's greatest hits. Dave Mason, Certified Live. And Connie Francis Connie. Looks like Amazon has it for 130 bucks for. It looks like a 5 gallon bucket. Yeah, 5 gallons for 130 bucks. Thank you, Upstate. It's like Lowe's has it for 130, some Ace 130. Billy Joel glass houses. Sonny James, Young Love. If you buy it from the lumber yard, you can use Steve's discount too. Romeo and Juliet soundtrack. And Barbara Streisand, Chris Christopherson, Guilty. Okay, that sounds good. need to move my stats. Johnny Mathis, The Best Days of My Life. New York, New York soundtrack. Pat Boone's Greatest Hits. And Bobby Vinton's Greatest Hits. Allman Brothers Band, Brothers and Sisters. Hit songs from Oklahoma. Blood, Sweat, and Tears Greatest Hits. And All Time Christmas Classics. Those are running. Larry Gatlin, Straight Ahead. Loretta Lynn and Conway Twitty, Feelings. Barbara Streisand, Stony End. And The Village People, Cruising. Those are running. Diana Ross, Self-Titled. Barbara Streisand, Songbird. Cher, Super PAC, Volume 2. And Lou Rawls, Unmistakably Lou. Days of Future Past by Moody Blues. Jim Croce, The Faces I've Been. Conway Twitty, Heart and Soul. And BJ Thomas, Sings for Lovers and Losers. And that is running. Manhattan Orchestra, South Pacific, those carts. The very best of Little Anthony and the Imperials, Charlie Rich, Every Time You Touch Me, and Streisand Songbird. And that's right. Hmm. Wonder if they were prepared, whether it just didn't run out. Usually, every time it's supposed to snow a couple inches, they make a big run on the stores. Gladys Knight and the Pips still together. The Best of Buck Owens, Volume 4. Chris Christopherson, The Silver Tongued Devil and I. And The Best of Buck Owens, Volume 3. Or do you mean the aisles are full of food like they're stocking the shelves and they've got the pallets out there? The Storyteller presents The Ugly Duckling, Elves and the Shoemaker, Sleeping Beauty, and Tom Thumb. Nat King Cole and Ella Fitzgerald. Leon Redbone, Double Time. Slim Whitman, All My Best. And that's right. Jerry Lee Lewis, The Golden Cream of Country. Jackson 5, Getting Together. The Smothers Brothers, Play It Straight. That's a gummy roller Learjet flap cartridge. And Leo Adeo, Hawaiian Song. That had the roller replaced. That's right. Seals and Crofts, Sudan Village. Ed Ames, Time. Gummy roller on that one. Fifth Dimension live bootleg. And the Osmonds live. Those are running. Harry Simeon Corral, Little Drummer Boy, Yuga Montenegro, Dawn of Dylan, Funny Lady soundtrack, and Todd Rundgren, Back to the Bars. Oh, bitch, she's missing a belly button. (1975) Cadillac car demo. Connie Smith, Back in Baby's Arms. Jerry Vale, Christmas Greetings. And the best of Frankie Lane. With a label that looks like a murder scene. Best Jackie Gleason. The Magic Organ plays Hymns We Love. Your RCA dealer presents The Stars Are Swinging. And Chuck and Enid. Foreigner, Double Vision. Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free. Stars, Violation. And Bob Welch, French Kiss. And those are running. Bad Company. Bay City Rollers, It's a Game. Kenny Rogers in the first edition, Tell It All Brother with a Gummy Roller. The Mills Brothers Inspiration. Chuck has very full lips. I think they're related. Oh no. Sorry, dear. What kind of onions do we have? I don't think I know the difference between onions. Do you know what bands are playing on your cruise? The Four Tops, Keeper of the Castle. I thought we had a bag, and I thought we had a regular bag, and then a bag with the onions and peppers mixed in too. The best one is the Circle Jerks. So Eddie Harris and Les McCann, Second Movement, Emmylou Harris, Cimarron, and Golden Hits from 1965. Those are pretty neat cartridges there, those gold ones. They only ever seem to put bootleg crap on them. Do you know how many bands are they have at the thing? Thank you, Upstate. Randy Newman, Little Criminals. Anne Murray, Danny's Song. Linda Ronstadt. And Tom Jones' 10th anniversary. And that's running. Is that a family function, or you going with friends and leaving your family at home? Tom Jones live in Vegas with a gummy roller. What's a tribute to Ray Charles? Dean Martin, early one with a gummy roller. Tennessee Ernie Ford hymns, 25th anniversary, and Get the Knack. And those running. The people I know that go on, they like to go on the ones where you pretty much just gamble, I think. Of course, maybe they don't go anymore. I don't know. Now that you can gamble at every gas station and uh, grocery store and every convenience store and pretty much every store in Pennsylvania now has a stupid little those gambling machines. Roberta Flack, Blue Lights in the Basement. Ronnie Millsap, There's No Getting Over Me. Glenn Campbell, Southern Nights. And Carole King, Simple Things. And those are Red Fox, Laugh Your Ass Off. Best of Freddie Fender. Mary McGregor, Torn Between Two Lovers. And Marilyn Sellers, One Day at a Time. Red Fox, I Am Curious Black. Dean Martin, Dream with Dean. 1975 Buick car demo tape. And Andy Williams, Christmas List. And those are right. Christmas with Slim Whitman in his spiffy robe. Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. Chuck Olson, My Tribute. And The Village People Can't Stop the Music soundtrack. Those are Todd Rundgren, Faithful. Tennessee Ernie Ford, Holy, Holy, Holy. Sesame Street Fever. And The Best of Eddie Arnold. Those are Eagles, The Long Run. Billy Muir, Around the World. I don't know, some sort of classical Handel. And Fleetwood Mac, self-titled. Jackson 5, Maybe Tomorrow. Johnny Paycheck, Armed and Crazy, Andy Williams' Greatest Hits, and Tom Jones' Sales Stay Until Tomorrow. South Pacific soundtrack. Bee Gees' Trafalgar. Michael Jackson, Gotta Be There. And Joe Stafford, Happy Holidays. And that's running. And headset. South Pacific's got a different cover than the LP. So that was a goofy kiss on the LP. It looked like they were trying not to actually touch their lips or something. Henry Mancini, The Music of Hawaii, Mormon Tabernacle Choir, Greatest Hits, Brownsville Station, School Punks, and Manhattan's Love Talk. And that is running. The OJ's Backstabbers, Earth, Wind, and Fire, I Am, James Gang live in concert, and Diana Ross, An Evening with Diana Ross. And it is an import. In the original box from England. And that's running. Graham Parker, The Up Escalator, Christmas Festival, Philadelphia Orchestra, Pocket-O, self-titled, War, Deliver the Word. Coal Miner's Daughter soundtrack, Charlie Daniels Band, Midnight Wind, The Best of the Doobies, and the Main Event soundtrack. The Three Sons. This is The Three Sons. Barbara Streisand, Guilty. Willie Nelson, Stardust. And the Bee Gees, Spirits Having Flown. I have Lost Horizon soundtrack. Rolling Stones, Goat's Head Soup. Martin Thompson, A Walk with God, I think is what that says. And Gene Autry, Cowboy Hall of Fame. Kenny Rogers, Kenny. Jerry Vale, Have You Looked Into Your Heart? 1977 GM car demo tape. And 1973 Buick car demo tape. Those are Glenn Campbell, Basic. Mantovani, Strauss, American Waltzes. Anne Murray's Greatest Hits. And Frank Sinatra, Only the Lonely. And they're running. Dino Vanelli, Brother to Brother. Gloria Gaynor, Love Tracks. Willie Nelson, A Sound in Your Mind. And Discotheques and the Sexolettes review starring Sir Monty Rock III. Jefferson Starship Earth. In Walmart. Arthur Smith, Guitar Boogie, The Many Moods of Messiah Woods. Wishbone Ash, live dates. How big was the kid? So we can get the appropriate picture in our head. Thank you, Upstate. I don't think I have. I know the 8 tracks sell real well, but probably heard them, but I'll listen right now. The Pentecostal Singers Family Circle. Was it a man or a woman doing it? Uh, Christmas Children's Chorus and Carlos Santana Illuminations. And Nectar Remember the Future. You know, butterfly, you can make a scene if it'll make you feel better. Then the kid will probably get really beat when he gets home. Bob Crew Generation Street Talk. Willie Nelson, Country Willie. Jethro Tull Passion Play, and a New World Record Electric Light Orchestra. And that's right. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. Arlo Guthrie, Alice's Restaurant. Donna Summer on the Radio, Volumes 1 and 2. And Elvis, How Great Thou Art. Elvis's Gold Records. Volume 4, The Bird Boys, Blistered. Raiders Collage. And Sherlock Holmes on Radio. The Best of Bobby Holmes, or Helms. Rolling Stones, Goat's Head Soup. Leo Sayer, Thunder in My Heart. And England Dan and John Ford Coley, Something's Gonna Come Easy. Grover Washington Jr., Soul Box. Pure Prairie League Dance. Boz Scaggs, Slow Dancer. And Boz Scaggs, Soap Degrees. Charlie Rich, Original Golden Hits. Jimmy Buffett, Havana Daydreamin'. Jefferson Starship, Red Octopus. And Loggins and Messina, Motherload. Todd Rundgren's Utopia, Another Live. Big Country Sounds. Philadelphia Orchestra, Fireworks. Jethro Tull, Benefit, the box is falling apart. No, it's not my mom's friend. I mean, it, I'm sure she got some by now, or don't worry about it. I think she just thought maybe if you had some that day. I don't even remember what kind or what ply it was, or whatever you call it. Linda Ronstadt's greatest hits, Volume 2, Roger Whittaker all time heart touching favorites, Broadway Pops Orchestra, Hello Dolly. See, you've got a good memory, Butterfly. Crystal Gale, When I Dream. Oh, there'd be good sellers. Magic Organ bootlegs. Bobby Gentry, Touch 'em with Love. Johnny Mathis, all time greatest hits. Werner Mueller and his orchestra, Hawaiian Swing, and Rocky Score. Barry Manilow, self-titled. Captain and Tennille, Song of Joy. Cat Stephen, Teaser and the Fire Cat. And Jim Croce, Life and Times. J.D. Souther, You're Only Lonely. Doobie Brothers, What Were Now, or What Were Once Vices Are Now Habits. Pure Prairie League, If the Shoe Fits. And Mac Davis, Baby Don't Get Hooked on Me. Neil Young, Bootleg. Grand Funk, Shining On. Grand Funk, All the Girls in the World Beware. And Sinatra family, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And that's right. Foreigner Head Games. John Lennon, Yoko Ono, Double Fantasy, Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes, Hearts of Stone, and Jimmy Swaggart, and It Came to Pass. Helen Reddy, I Am Woman. Dream a Little Dream, Mama Cass. Memphis Slim, Blue Memphis. And the chords the same old fashioned way. Are you still at Walmart, dear? Carpenters, Jerry Clower, Country Ham, Mott the Hoople, Greatest Hits, and the Allman Brothers, Enlightened Rogues. And that's right. Jerry Clower from Yazoo City, Mississippi, talking. Barbara Streisand, Superman. The Best of the Statler Brothers. And Burt Bacharach plays his hits. Statler Brothers short stories. Kingston Trio, Once Upon a Time. Barry Manilow 2. And Mac Davis, Burning Thing. Frank Sinatra's greatest hits. I don't know, some sort of mistletoe Christmas one. Foghat, Stone Blue, and Freddie Hart, Bless Your Heart. George Harrison, Living in the Material World. Wings, London Town. Bishy! You've missed so many belly buttons. George Harrison, 33 and a third. Sonny James, number 1. There, Bishy, so you don't feel bad. There's 4 of them. You're welcome. Boots Randolph, The Shadow of Your Smile. Merle Haggard, I'm a Lonesome Fugitive. Wearing down, Bishy. There's a naughty cover on that one. Gene Tracy's Truck Stop, something or other. And Honey Tree, Marinette the Marathon. And that's running. Sorry, Butterfly. What color did you get? We let our kids pick the color of their rooms, and my youngest picked this. Oh, it's a horrible shade of green, super dark, like forest green, something like that, kind of a dark blue green. And my other kid picked stop sign red. That'll be fun to paint over, both of them. Eric Clapton, Slow Hand. This is the Moody Blues. Wings, Back to the Egg. And Doug Oldham, I Am Because. And that is running. What are ugly? The colors, my kids, or the people at Walmart? All the above. every once in a while, but he was not not especially. Yeah, they were pretty young when they picked it. Eddie Harris, Exodus to Jazz, the band, Stage Fright, Tom Jones live at Caesar's Palace. Nobody wants a bootleg compilation. And Ringo Starr, Ringo. Oh yeah, the I think the only time Butterfly ever saw it, that one he did. Yeah. Dolly Parton, Love is Like a Butterfly. Paul McCartney, Red Rose Speedway. Eddie Arnold, She's Got Everything I Need. And Happiness is Ray Conniff. Dave Brubeck Quartet 25th Anniversary Reunion. Steppenwolf, their great hits. George Harrison and Material World. And nobody wants now. As nobody wants a Tammy Wynette tribute. Merle Haggard, It's Not Love. Good job, Butterfly. I can't wait till it's warm out. Dean Martin, Dino. Glenn Campbell, Burning Bridges. The Beatles 1967 to 70 Part 2. And Tony Orlando and Dawn Greatest Hits. Paul Anka, Listen to Your Heart. Tom T. Hall, New Train, Same Rider. Merle Haggard and Bonnie Owens, That Makes Two of Us. And Paul and Linda McCartney, Ram. Roberta Flack, first take. Nelson the Point. Kenny Rogers in the first edition, Greatest Hits. And the Hope, Haven of Rest. Ringo Starr bootleg. Opening night with Ed Ames. The Pointer Sisters Steppin'. And Galveston by Del Catcher, something like that. Oh, I see. You said got to fit it all in a car. I read it as okay, got it to fit all in the car. So George Burns, Nashville, the Doobie Brothers Stampede. Frank Sinatra, Just One of Those Things. And Christmas Magic, Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians. And that is running. You don't still have your stuff in there from Pittsburgh, do you? Stevie Wonder, Someday at Christmas. Al Stewart, You're the Cat. Freddie Fender, Before the Next Teardrop Falls. And Linda Ronstadt, A Retrospective. Linda Ronstadt, Living in the USA. Mel Tillis, 24 Great Hits. Bette Midler, The Rose soundtrack. And Becky Hobbs, Every Day. And that is running. Styx, Cornerstone, Mancini, Salute, Sousa, George Jones and Tammy Wynette, Golden Ring, and Gilly's Greatest Hits, Volume 1. And there's a running. Right, I'm about out of tapes, so I'm not going to be on here much longer. Um, but like I said, I'll on Friday I will have um, nothing but more rock stuff. It'll and no sorting. I'm just gonna go through it real quick. I'll bring a big stack in and um, big box of them. Lynn Anderson's greatest hits. Red Sovine, I didn't jump the fence. Jackson 5, looking through the windows, and Spike Jones bootleg. What little I have left looks to be mostly bootlegs in here, and classical crap. And you got another Red Sovine. Your Do you know what Beach Boys you're looking for? This is Paul Anka. Or do you just want me to wait until the next Friday? Are you gonna be home the next Friday? Or somewhere you can listen listen to all the good tapes that I have? Paul Anka. This is Paul Anka. Elvis live at the International Bootleg, Elvis Christmas album, and Leaf Garrett. Okay, you don't have to twist my arm too I'll do that then. I think Upstate's in here still. So we'll do that. We'll do not next Friday, but the Friday after. And it'll be rock. I mean, I when I was sorting them, I sorted them out into rock and more interesting things. One stack, kind of pop rock mix in another stack, pretty much utter crap in another stack, country in a stack, soundtracks. Then I put all the R&B and soul and that in a stack, and jazz in its own stack. Soundtracks, I guess. Yeah, I can do that. I think you bought more than anybody else. Um, maybe well, I might do this next Friday. I don't know. I'll just wait 2 weeks to bring in the rock stuff, and I'll figure something out for next Friday. Maybe I don't know if I can get a cassette tape together that quick. Uh, if you have a list, I wouldn't take a lot of time to. I mean, I just noticed I saw some and I threw them in with the rock stuff because I knew you were buying them. Um, but all right, I think that's all I'm gonna do. What's left in that box there is it looks like it's most all bootlegs and some classical stuff that I don't think you want. So I'll do that. I'll just skip or do something else next Friday, and then the following Friday I'll plan a rock show, and I'll just do it the same way, but I'll just be able to move faster and run them real quick. Um, because I won't have to sort them in between because they'll basically already be sorted. Um, but I appreciate you guys coming. I don't know who's on. If anybody has a suggestion who to read to, there's only a few of us here. Yeah, we can read Requiem. Thanks, Ohio. Are you doing anything tomorrow morning? You know. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Thank you. Have a good night. I guess I'll see you in a little bit, Butterfly, if you're still listening. See you guys. Thank you.